Since the outbreak of the disease, the virus has recorded a staggeringly increasing number of deaths across the world on a daily basis. Health authorities say although coronavirus is more lethal or much less deadly than the flu or Ebola, it's far much widespread with well close to 4 million people infected already, with hundreds of thousands reported dead. Leaders of the world have risen to the challenge, leading in the fight. In Nigeria, the entire country should be congratulated for the patriotic zeal exhibited by all of us in our determined effort to commit to fighting this unseen enemy with a common cause. We have taken responsibility of the fight to crush coronavirus as a personal fight, because coronavirus is no respecter of boundaries, race, religion, or status, as has been experienced globally since the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. After 8 weeks of a total lockdown of the Nigerian economy, President Muhammadu Buhari, in due consultation with the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, has announced the partial easing of the restrictions which have been in place in the strategic cities of Lagos, the commercial capital of Nigeria, where over 65% of the businesses in the country are transacted, Abuja, the administrative capital of the country, and Ogun State, the gateway corridor to the other parts of the country. The phased easing of the restrictions in those cities will take effect on Monday, the 4th of May, 2020. No matter what side of the argument one supports, the truth of the matter is that the partial opening of the economy will certainly bring down the hardship faced by many people in the country, especially those in the small-scale business sector of the economy. One of the illustrious sons of the country, an accomplished employer of labor with hundreds of thousands employed in his vast business conglomerate, spanning many sectors of the economy, is Sir Dr. Kesington Adebukunola Adebutu, CON. Sir Kesington Adebutu, who is the chairman of Premier Lotto Limited and the founder and chairman of the Kesington Adebukunola Adebutu Foundation, CAF, has helped to bring down the economic weight of fighting the coronavirus pandemic on the government. Beginning with Lagos State, Sir Kesington Adebutu has donated the sum of 300 million naira and 100 million naira to Ogun State government and 25 million naira to Ekiti State. This is in addition to the millions he has spent in providing palliatives like food and money to Christian Muslim organizations and vulnerables in Lagos and Remo in Ogun State. The latest in the donation of Sir Kesington Adebutu through the Kesington Adebukunola Adebutu Foundation, CAF, is state-of-the-art, properly equipped brand new ambulances to 4 state governments, Osun, Oyo, Ondo, and Ekiti. The ambulances, which cost more than 150 million naira, were delivered to representatives of the state government at the headquarters of Premier Lotto at Ojuelegba, Surulere, Lagos, on Saturday, the 2nd of May, 2020. The presentation was done by Are Kola Oyefeso, the chairman, Kotco Energy Nigeria Limited, who represented the donor, Sir Kesington Adebutu.
This is an extension of the philanthropic gesture that Sir Adebutu has been doing ever since this COVID-19 pandemic started. For the start, he has given Lagos State 300 million. He's given Ogun State 100 million, and he's donated these ambulances to 4 states, namely Oyo, Osun, Ondo, and Ekiti. Coupled with that, he has given Ekiti 25 million, and he has been donating far and wide. He's donated to Surulere community, to Ajegule community, to Remo community, embracing 33 towns, Remo GDF, the Christian community, the Anglican church, the Methodist church, and the Muslim community. So this is just an extension of what is reputed for, giving out to people, making life better for humanity.
Now, do we see in the immediate future an extension to other parts of the country?
Of course.
Knowing that he's so all over the place in terms of helping.
Of course. His nickname is Consider It Done. He doesn't know how to refuse anybody. So once they make overtures to him, definitely he will answer them positively.
In their remarks, representatives of the benefiting states thanked Sir Kesington Adebutu for his thoughtful initiative, which will go a long way to complement the efforts of their state governments to fight the coronavirus pandemic.
I want to say thank you to Sir Kesington Adebutu for this great gesture to go a long way to support the state government against the fight against COVID-19 in Ekiti State.
I think that is quite wonderful. I think on behalf of the government and people of Ondo State, we would like to thank Chief Kesington Adebutu for this wonderful gesture. Chief Kesington Adebutu has always been known for his philanthropy, but this is particularly touching given what we know of the pandemic and the devastation it has had on the health of our people. For him to have thought of this, and I'm sure from the number of ambulances I'm seeing, this is not just for Ondo State. So he's gone to a great length to ensure that it distributes to many people, and that will, of course, help to save a lot of lives. So we thank him and wish him well, and God's blessings always for his family and his businesses.
Well, in Ondo State, we've had altogether a few cases. Some have been discharged, but we've gotten also 4 new cases. It's important because the infectious disease hospital is in Akure. This ambulance is particularly important to the COVID response because not all the cases are from Akure. So having an ambulance that can help us move the patients from wherever they are very quickly to the infectious disease task force without spreading the virus any further is very important. This is a critical part of our response, so we're very grateful to the Kesington Adebutu Foundation for giving us this ambulance.
In his remarks, Prince Bisi Olatilo, the chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, producers of the Bisi Olatilo Show and owners of Biscon TV, urged all his colleagues in the print and electronic media to redouble their efforts in sensitizing the public on all they need to do to keep the coronavirus pandemic at bay.
For those of you who've been watching Biscon, for instance, we've done it. I've done it in 4 languages, bit it down to the very brass tack. So, my colleagues, I plead with you, let's also do our bit. I mean, Sir Kesington Adebutu has done his bit. God has blessed him. God will continue to bless him. But we should, by the handiwork, what we've been doing for years, let's now begin to show it now. That is our own contribution to helping to curb and stem the spread of this hydra-headed disease. And I'm sure that we are people who pray a lot. Yeah. Prayers will even ward it off. But let's add prayers to some bit of publicity from us.
As we close this report, let's remind ourselves of what we on Biscon TV call the golden rules. Wash your hands frequently. No more shaking of hands or hugging. Avoid crowded places and keep social distance. Wear your mask and gloves. Remember, as far as coronavirus is concerned, everyone is a suspect unless tested and proven negative.
My suggestion to the people is that they should assume everybody else has it and be careful in dealing with everybody, even your wife, your son, because it only takes one person to be infected, and in no time all the house is infected. So you must assume everybody else has it, and that is the only way. And when you listen to TV, radio, government has consistently been issued a bulletin on how to guard against it. Wearing of mask a must, washing your hands constantly, virtually every 20 minutes is a must. If you're able to do that, and then we live well, then look, you leave everything to God. But somebody asked Muhammad, look, if God is going to take care of our camel, why should we bother to tie the legs? Muhammad told him, tie the legs of your camel before you expect God to do his own. So we must do our own bit before even praying, because God can only crown our effort. If there is no effort, there will be nothing for the Lord to crown.